Hmm. Interesting. So help me understand, uh, and guys, please follow me here because it's very crucial to understand how you see this sheet, because it's not just data points that you're putting in. So from any other IT leader, how is Satyendra different? One level one differentiation you can definitely see is that he's focused onto a specific domain, which is energy and utility. That is just the beginning. But then he's also cross leveraging different domain expertise and looking for solutioning into different domains. Right? Now he's doing it, but are we communicating it? How are we communicating this? These are two different things. If he's doing it, he should be having some white paper published around it. If it is so unique that possibly it is at an industry wide, this is happening, like it is happening at an industry level and possibly globally industry level it is happening. But the way you prove that thought leadership is by publishing some white paper. Now, not necessarily that you have to have the processed white paper in a specific manner. You writing articles about it onto LinkedIn is also going to help you position yourself into top domain expertise. Hmm. Hmm. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Because see, it may be very natural for him to think about these solutions, of course, because being into the domain for a very long time. But it is not natural for everyone, especially those who are into the same domain and are struggling for solutions like these. So that is definitely one, and it can be also a very good digital asset to the organization where you work in, where they start publishing these white papers on their website, showcasing the expertise within that domain. That hey, we've got someone who's published and researched and done this, and possibly no one else has done. That is one aspect of looking at it. The second thing that got my attention here, if you notice, is conceptualizing new business models and services. Why? Can anyone tell me why this got my attention? Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And see, more than that, it is a commercial skill. What do you mean by commercial skill? It helps the organization generate their top line or the bottom line, optimize the bottom line or generate more top lines. So conceptualizing new business models and services. So again, this is there with every leader, but how am I communicating it? That is one biggest missing link in every thought leader. They have it with them, but it's just that they've not communicated about it. How do you go about communicating the same? Is through successful case studies. You may not reveal the name of the client, you may not reveal the specific numbers, but you can talk about the growth and revenue in percentage. You might have privacy and secrecy as some policies around, cater to that, but talk about success stories. Talk about, even if not the success, but the process behind that success story. What was step one? What was step two? What was step three? What were your challenges? What did you do when those challenges occurred? See, all of you, and if I go into all of these line items individually, you will find a lot of case studies there, a lot of white papers there. There's a scope with all of us. But are we communicating them? Let's go to your LinkedIn profile, Satyendra. If you can please to me. Yeah. Now, how many of you see and agree that Satyendra has got good domain expertise? How many of you agree? Yeah, type agree in the chat box if you agree to that. Hmm? Let me know in the chat box if you agree that he's got some domain expertise which is definitely helping him to grow and be into the top 1% of the leader. So I can see Satyendra, a digital consultant, product owner, digital business analyst, energy, SME, digital transformation stakeholder, all of that. Come down, okay, scroll down. Okay, yeah, elaborate on the about section. Let me see, stakeholder. See more. Okay, okay, scroll down. No, I'm trying to see. Of course, all of us have to work on our profile. There's no problem about it. But what I'm trying to see is कि ये जो हमने specific highlight किया ना आपके बारे में, वो कहाँ communicate हो रहा है? And if I'm a recruiter, I wouldn't even spend this much of time if it is not really attention worthy. You see the gap? It's like so much of gap in who you are as a leader, what thought leadership you have, but how are we communicating that in our profiles, and hence positioning before profiling. You are an expert already there. You don't have to prove that expertise. You have to communicate that expertise. You have to communicate that expertise. So am I saying that you are just a me too as a positioning statement? You are right now like any other IT leader? No, but we are communicating that. How many of you are with me on this until now? And you understand why did we do this exercise? And it is just like 24 hours of you spending time with that sheet. I want you to spend more time with it. And the beauty is that we've got to start communicating these success stories. And it's about the best practices and sharing your knowledge in the right manner. You can unshare the screen now. It's okay. Did you feel that just now looking at it? हाँ जी, थोड़ा सा उसको ऑप्टिमाइज, मेक इट लीन, नहीं समझ आएगा ना. इट्स लाइक ब्रेन वोंट बी एंगेज्ड wherever there is a mess. Brain will kind of avoid mess. Like all of you, when you looked at it, कुछ तो है domain related, but yeah, let's move on. It's that. Yeah, go to scroll down. No, go to home. Yeah, write an article. There's an option there. Write article on the bottom. You see, start a post के नीचे देखो media, contribute expertise, and then write article. Just in the center, below your picture. Yeah, so you can do write article and also contribute expertise both. Yeah. You can start uploading like writing articles. Like normally you must have consumed a lot of articles, right? This is the place you can start writing it as well. All right. How many of you found that helpful? Yeah, type helpful in the chat box if you found it helpful. And today is very important because we are going to dive deep into a very crucial aspect that may blow your mind. How many of you have heard about AI? AI के बारे में किसने सुना है? Okay, so we are going to look at two tools that will help you to optimize and leverage AI in resume preparation and job search. How many of you would like that? मज़ा आ जाएगा, है ना? अरे आपके सामने डेमोन्स्ट्रेट कर दिया पूरा. See that, so we are over the period of time, of course, looking at thousands of these profiles, one gets that edge, but you have to invest time. the more time you invest, the more profiles you read, you make that. There's no hint question. It's just you have to go and just see it and see the value chain of that skill. Look at the value chain, not only what you're doing but also the upstream and downstream of it. ये वैल्यू चेन समझोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली उसका सी IT leader into energy into that, but at the end what matters and the expectation from the leader is it should derive value to the organization. If you connect the dots to the value, automatically it will come out. So look at the value in any skill. I think that is the biggest and the easiest way to gauge any profile or any skill map that you. Yeah. And then I think see भले ही आपने उसमें कम्युनिकेशन एज अ बेसिक स्किल लिखा हो, है ना, बट नाउ you make that communication from generalist to specialist. That communication, but communication with whom? Communication how? What angle can you add? What flavor can you add? जैसे plain vanilla flavor होता है ना, नहीं आप सुनिए, आई वॉन्ट यू टू डू इट, आई विल नॉट डू इट फॉर यू, आई वॉन्ट यू टू डू इट. अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट. प्लेन वेनिला फ्लेवर, बट उसमें अगर मैंने एक एडिशनल फ्लेवर ऐड किया तो उसमें टेस्ट आएगा. सो कम्युनिकेशन इज अ बेसिक स्किल. और फॉर दैट मैटर यू रिटर्न लेट्स से रैपो बिल्डिंग और पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, ये तो मीटो वाली स्किल है, राइट? But how do you translate that into a value or an outcome for an organization or for people who are going to engage with you as a learning participants? How can you make it for them that, hey, this is something that I want to leverage? If you are able to connect that dot of value chain, you will find the solution. So let's dive into today's topic. And as I dive into today's topic, the first thing that I want you to do is I'll come back to something that I had shared yesterday. I don't know if you remember. Okay, चलो पूछ लेता हूँ. मैंने क्या बोला था जो हम बाद में देखेंगे. What is something that I told that we'll look at it maybe on a day 2 or a day 3. Okay. 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 ADS स्कोर. ओके गुड. चलो देखते हैं कितने लोगों को याद है. I spoke. Yeah, the 2 hours. Absolutely. Who's that? Super. So when I spoke about 2 hour, what I spoke about is the recency and the relevance, right? And I want you to understand what is it that the job seekers or recruiters do. They use a method called Boolean job search. Boolean job search में what they do is they put strings of keyword into job portal to find and filter candidates. How many of you have seen this? जब भी आप जॉब सर्च कर रहे हो या कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी दिखती है, by the time you go and apply, you already see 1,000 participants have already applied. Yeah. So let's say I want to hire someone into your domain. So what skills will I put? I would say project management, because I want them to do the end-to-end project things. I would say digital transformation, or I would also put the industry that you come from. अब ये तीन स्ट्रीम्स को मैंने डाल दिया, एंड देन आई मे से दैट ओके आई नीड दिस कैंडिडेट्स फ्रॉम बैंगलोर, चेन्नई, मुंबई, हैदराबाद. I want them to have so and so range of salary, should be on a 30 days notice period, and should be actively looking out for job. No. You can use that. There's no harm, and there's also now an option on to you want that to be publicly available or not. So you can definitely leverage that, because that's a filter that recruiters have in the job in their own window to click on it and only search for people who are actively looking out. You should do whatever it takes to get your job. So if that helps, why not? Right? So you should do whatever it takes to get the job. It's as simple as that. So now let's understand the two R's. The first R is the relevance. The second R is the recency. So relevance हमें पता चल जाएगा looking at the JD, right? But recency is something that is a challenge, and that's where the Boolean search for candidates helps. तो अब मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ? I will say that I am going to share this, of course. I would just use this IT project manager, program manager. And what I will do is I will go to Google. Observe this, guys. Okay, I'm not going to repeat. And I would just put this. मैजिक जो है ना यहाँ पर स्टार्ट होता है. I go to tools and I will say last 1 hour, let's say. अब देखो, I am looking out for okay. So what I have done is I have gone to Google. I have said IT project manager bracket में or program manager. You could also say project coordinator or whatever title that you're searching for, and just say enter. And this is IT. I could say non-IT or whatever. And then I go to tools and I would say last 1 hour. The minute I put it, look at this. 6 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago, 56 minutes ago. What it will start giving you is the newest opportunities after the filter. And because I am doing it through Google, it covers all the job portals, it covers LinkedIn, it covers everything. And then like that, we have different Boolean search. If I want to search for exact keyword, what is the string that I should use? In the inverted comma, in the brackets, I should put. To tell Google about either of them, so I could use or as a string. To use the minus sign for excluding some keywords. Use or for with where I would say okay, project manager or program manager, or you could use the title that you want. Tell Google to give results for specific site. I would say project manager site :linkedin.com or naukri.com, whatever. How many of you think this is powerful? Yeah, this Boolean search is going to help you apply to recent as well as relevant opportunities, and you can customize this based on your requirement. Any questions that you might have on this? How many of you need this? नहीं चाहिए ना, देख लिया अभी, बस हो गया. Yeah, recency. Recency. In the tools, you would say recent, and then you can use the recent ones. Hour में भी होगा, date, hour, all that. Last 1 hour also you should see. Yeah, so play around, right? That's the key. Play around, because this will give you more recent as well as relevant uh, application that you would like to do. Yeah, you can use ChatGPT also. I'm going to go into some tools for AI also, but I have this with you. This is going to be game changer to apply for more relevant and recent opportunities rather than random opportunities. Clear? Yeah, I have shared the document. How many of you would like to play around with this just right now? अभी खेल के देखते हैं इसके साथ, थोड़ा देखते हैं जोगेश. Yeah, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Just play around with your keywords into your domain and let me know what comes up. What comes up? Any question you have, you can unmute.